Hi there, my name's Alistair Kennedy and I'm the Sociable Social Worker, and I give practical advice to social workers and those wanting to foster and adopt. And in this video, this is going to concentrate on student social workers and how student social workers or new social workers deal with professional meetings. How do you manage it? How do you manage yourself? If you want some more information, stay tuned. So, top tip number 1, always advocate for yourself. Never feel that you're in the way, and don't think you know it all as well, crucially. You won't know it all. If you don't know something, ask, but always advocate for yourself. Top tip number 2, always ask questions. Keep on asking. If you don't understand that acronym, if you don't understand that piece of legislation, ask the social workers. They all had to learn too, and in fact, we're always learning. The whole journey in social work's about learning. And the other day I had to ask a question about child protection, because I'd been out of child protection for so long that some part of the legislation had changed, and I had to ask the question, so I learned something new. Top tip number 3, acronyms. Social workers, we love an acronym, don't we? Oh, we love Section 549, IP, Form 1, Section 2, and then everybody goes away and Googles it. Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't understand what that was. If you don't understand acronyms, and there's loads of them, let's face it, I work across loads of counties in the UK, and the acronyms are all different, and sometimes I do pretend sometimes that I know those acronyms, but if you don't know, just ask. By the way, I made all that stuff up about Section 43. You don't need to know all that. I just made all that up. Top tip number 4. Remember why you became a social worker in the first place, which was to advocate to clients, to empower clients. And stay true to your values. What you don't want to listen to is what I call the mood hoovers, or the social work lifers who think they know it all and can tell you what to do. You need to be there for clients. Change is possible. Top tip number 5, I say innovate to advocate. And by that I mean, if you end up working in any social work sector, you'll find that a lot of the practice, sometimes in some local authorities and some agencies, is a bit staid, and there's not a lot of innovation. And what I like about being an interim social worker is I get to see all these new social workers coming through, and the ideas that they have. So I've been working on setting up an adoption RA, and it's been amazing because some of the people that have been involved, particularly around marketing and social work practice, their innovation has been amazing, and that's helped the project. So if you've got an idea, say it, tell it. If you've got a project you're working on that dovetails with something, then tell it, say it, innovate to educate and to advocate. And my last top tip is never be late to meetings. Even now when we're on Zoom or Teams or whatever one you're using, people are still late, I get it, but we've been using it for 7 months now. You would think people would know how to use Zoom, but just don't be late for any meetings. My time is as precious as your time. So, and what I would say to you as well is get to know who's in the professional meeting before you come on. Do a Google search, do a directory list search, even sometimes do a LinkedIn search. Because I work with a lot of diverse groups of people as an interim, I have to look up people because I wouldn't know who I'm working with. But it just gives me that insight, and it makes small talk easier when you're at the start of Zoom, or you start a Teams, or even just in the start of a face-to-face meeting, which is a bit rare these days. So there you go. I hope those top tips were useful to you in your next professionals meeting. Just remember, you don't know everything. You'll learn. It'll get easier, and eventually you'll be able to stand tall with the rest of them. Best of luck, and keep subscribing, keep watching, and keep ringing that little bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.